Here we go. It's Frankie Johnson. Oh my goodness. What can I say about this young man? I'm extremely proud of this young man. Last season he came in as a freshman, started all 20 games for us. He scored in double figures in probably about 7 or 8 games. Scored 27 points against Renton, at Renton. Scored 25 points against Newport, at Newport. 17? It was 17, my bad. But he really made a name for himself last season. And teams were starting to double team him and deny him the basketball. And that was a compliment to someone that playing varsity for the first season. And like a lot of guys on this team, like Michael and let's say DJ, he brings a lot of fire, a lot of tenacity. Decoria Sampson and him are going to share the responsibilities of the point guard this season. It was hard for me to make a decision on who was going to be the starting point guard, so I just said, you know what, one game you're going to start, one game he's going to start. One quarter you're going to start, one half he's going to start. Because they both have the qualities of a point guard. They're both fast. They're both good defensive guards. They both can score. They both can distribute the basketball. And you know, I don't think that's a bad thing to have on a team. And this young man also was a varsity football player this year. As a varsity safety, started out this year on the JV, and his work ethic moved him up to varsity. And you know, like I said, I'm very extremely proud of this young man. At only 5'6", he plays at the level of a 6'5" guy. So, you know, Frankie, what's your personal and team goals this year?
Team goals is to basically give Hazen another name, because when everybody knows Hazen basketball now. And same with football too, but we're just trying to turn things around and put Hazen on the map, because we want that target on our back. We want to go to state. We want to be a team that oh, Hazen, you know. That's basically it.
Now, you know, I've been asking everybody this question. You know, if you want to be like anybody on this team, who would it be? Don't say Cesar.
I'm not gonna say so. Probably. I'm gonna have to say. I'll say probably Grant, but I would probably try and get a little more muscle than him.
He already has more muscle than Grant.
So that I can dunk on people at will and do whatever I want and be tall for once. And that's probably it.
Okay. Well, like I said, Frankie, you know, he's another coach on the floor at such a young age. Like I said, you know, I gave him the keys to the car and he didn't wreck it. He didn't scratch it. You know, he took care of it. And I'm going to give him the keys to the car again, because he does so well with it. And like I say, I'm extremely blessed that he decided to come to Hazen and spend his 4 years playing basketball and football here. So, Frankie, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Are you the last one, Cesar?
Yeah.
Last but not least.
I'll leave it. I can't watch.
Say 20 minutes of film for Cesar.
Yeah. Eddie, come on in. You got to do it to you, my assistant. Cesar, you know what? These last 2 years, I still can't pronounce his name or spell his last name.
Cesar Sagoon.
Sagoon. And, you know, with Cesar, you know, I like him because, you know, when he shows up, I know what his capabilities are. I've seen him perform at the highest level. And, you know, I know he likes to play around. I know he likes to goof around. He likes to talk to the girls. You know, he likes to keep his beard nice and tight. You know, he's always got his hair cut really good. He's always got nice shoes on. He's always got the real cool T-shirts and jeans. You know, so I could see Cesar on the outside, but then on the court, you know, he's like a Charles Barkley. You know, he's great in the post. You know, his phone's going off right now.
He's a popular guy.
Popular guy, but Cesar is one of those guys. He's in between. You know, I can put him against the guard, or I can play him against the center because he's still so strong, and he's got a very good vertical jump. And you know, there's the joke around. He doesn't run. He prances, and there's nothing soft about that. But he prances fast. He runs on his tippy toes. But you know, he gets up in the air. He gets up pretty well. He's intense. He played in a lot of games last year on the varsity, and he swung JV and varsity. And towards the end of the season, you know, he was in some crucial games at some crucial times where, you know, I felt like, you know, he could handle it. And, you know, he did more than expected. I mean, he didn't score very much, but his presence on the floor was just huge. And like I said, I could put him against a guard and post him up, or I could put him against the center and a 6'4", 6'5" guy, and he's gonna play right with him. And so, give me your personal and team goals this year.
Well, my personal goal is to develop my jump shot and my dribbling, and the team goal is to play at the Tacoma Dome and win state.
Okay. Now, Cesar, you know, his father owns a Mexican restaurant that I've yet to get anything free from yet. And so, I mean, maybe, you know, I put him on varsity just so that I could get free food. No, I'm just playing. But Cesar, if you had anybody on the team that you'd want to be, you don't want to look like anybody because I know you're in love with yourself.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to be like anybody on the team, who would you want to be?
I would have to say RJ and Nate, because Nate can shoot and jump and dribble, and then RJ can shoot really good, and he can dribble and he can make good decisions.
RJ can't dribble that good. He can dribble by himself good.
Well, he's a good shooter. He can pass.
Yeah, okay.
He can pass pretty good.
You heard that, RJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, most likely I like to put like Nate. He's good. He can pass, shoot, and dribble. He can do everything.
Awesome.
On the post.
Okay. Well, like I said, he's a sophomore, so he's going to be here for the next 2 years. We've got a very young team, and you know, he's one of the anchors that you know, I'm definitely looking forward to when we're making this run. And I know we haven't played one game yet, but I already see, you know, how far we're going to go, and it's great that he's going to be able to see, you know, from last year with Caleb and Chris and Milan, you know, he got to see their leadership and, you know, how far they could have taken us. But, you know, now you can just, you know, you can move on that, you know, and so you got to see some success, and now we can build on it.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Last but not least,